Right, we're live. We're live. Union Marketplace TUM Talk Tuesday. We got a special guest. We got Cole. There you go.
How's it
Tell them where
going?
you're from. There it is. Tell them where you're from.
Arizona's out here in San Diego, Del Mar, hanging out with Wiley in Union Marketplace.
Let's go.
How's everyone doing?
Let's go. Let's go. All right, cool. Let's get a couple people in here. And don't worry, we usually only have like 2 or 3 people on our live, so you're good. You're chilling.
Yeah.
All right, let me get Alex on here. He should be hopping on here soon as well, too. All right, let's wait for Alex to hop on here. Just a second, send it out to Alex. Boom. There he is. All right, man. How's the show promoting going?
It's going. We're taking a little break, relaxing out here in San Diego, but we're about to get on it again. We're always working, so.
Hey, make sure every Sunday or no, every
First Saturday.
For every first Saturday of the month, Cole over here has a show. Tell them where it's at.
It's in Tempe, Arizona, so it's first Saturday of the month at University Presbyterian Church. We have about 65 tables, always growing new dealers, and it's always the spot to be. So if you're in Arizona, check it out.
Yeah, and that's what we're all about here. We're about supporting other shows and making sure that we show love to them. Again, we're both in this for the same thing. I mean, we just had lunch over here at Monarch, kind of our stomping grounds over here at Del Mar, and that was one thing that we both really shared together, was just that we really wanted to get everyone, get this community growing, man. Like, that's really what
Absolutely.
we're in. Yeah, so we got to bounce some ideas back and forth. His perspective as a club promoter, as a show promoter, club promoter soon, man.
Yeah, right.
But
these trade nights, if they keep going the way they go.
Exactly. All right, let me get Alex on here. There he is. Alex is invited. We got a few topics that we're going to just go over. Certain topics that we want to talk about. You watch a Netflix show yet?
I have not. Have you?
Yeah, there's my boy Alex. Right
The
there.
hobby. What's going on, baby? How you doing, Cole?
Good to see you.
Dude, you look like you've been hitting the gym, man.
I have been.
Yeah. Look at that. Where'd that neck go?
Hey, sweet invite, guys. Appreciate that.
Where'd that neck go? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Monarch. Hey, lunch at Monarch must have been nice. Hope you guys had a good time.
We had a budget for 2 people, so
stay within the budget.
There you go. What's on the agenda today, Alex?
So we're headed out in the community. I'm actually getting ready to head up north to Temecula in the Empire area. I've kind of been scouring Temecula area, but I want to head a little bit north, hit some card shops. Continue to build these community partners, grow this thing, baby.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, tell Cole what we're doing, because that's the biggest thing. I know Cole's over here from Arizona. He's growing his show. I mean, he had a massive show last March as well, too. 400 tables, bro. We've never filled 400 tables, 400 plus tables, right? So
I've heard nothing but good things about that. I've heard nothing but great things about that show, and I love what they did with the spring training and combining that with the show. I think there's so many elements of that are beyond just the card show that is just really cool to see the blend of it. And I've heard nothing but great things, and I look forward to supporting that show. We need to get out there, Wiley. Can I have your permission to get up to one of those shows, please?
We'll see if we have the budget for it, dude. I'll take a look at the
He's having you work now. I say it's okay. I say you can go.
All
right, well, dude.
I give you permission.
You just got trumped, dude.
I know we linked up, so we found out they have a show going on in November. So that's perfect. It's actually going to be about 6 weeks after ours in October. Cool. So we'll help promote it, man. I mean, that's what we want to do. But tell them about your street, man, like what you're doing out there.
Yeah, so the street team, which is, we call it the street team, but it's really right now, it's, a one-man squad right now going out to the community, really hitting these youth sports programs, partnering up, giving them kind of a head start to their, to their collections, introducing them to the hobby, or reigniting some of the parents with the hobby. And then also working with local businesses and card shops, really getting our faces out there, getting our names out there, and building those community partners. We want to see these card shops succeed, obviously. So giving them a little bit of incentive to get people over there, as well as having an opportunity to promote our show and, continue to build this hobby and build our brand, really.
It's amazing what you guys are doing. Wiley was telling me that you guys had 30% of your customers were new customers. and like every day seeing you guys working, reaching out with these new communities, outreach programs. It's definitely something that we're going to definitely tap into in ways that we haven't before. Like I saw you guys giving out packs at Little League and stuff, or mystery packs with something along the lines of that. That seemed like a wholesome and great way to get people into the hobby. Again, that's what we need to sustain it going forward.
What's dope about that is that this community is so awesome that we put out a little post asking for, just some cards that they want to donate into our mystery packs. And at White Labs, Delmar Cards stopped by and gave me a whole stack of cards to put together, and they're all common. Some nice stuff in there too. I might have to keep I won't keep any of them, but
cherry pick.
Stuff that we can put in our mystery packs to give away. So this is how dope the industry is in the community, that if you ask, they'll give, man.
Right.
So if you're looking for commons, send it out. You got someone in Arizona looking for some, and over here in San Diego, of course. So how about like the the community partnerships? Like, how do you go in these conversations, Alex?
It's funny because after doing this for a little while, you notice that each business is a little bit different in kind of what it is they're looking for. I think, a true community partner is somebody who, it's not all about just us. It's figuring out, okay, well, what will this place need? What does this place need to succeed? Or what are some of the ways that we can use our resources as the union marketplace to really help that business out? So it's a little bit different. Each conversation is a little bit different, but the more I'm out there and the more I'm doing this, obviously the more I'm learning, and really the more partnerships that we're building. It's amazing to me, like I said, the last time we spoke, there's just so many people that have an interest in this hobby, are familiar with it, or were familiar with it at some point. And I think staying relevant, in the masses is just such a huge thing, and talking about it constantly, so getting out there, have these ground level conversations is something that, I've really enjoyed doing, and really love the feedback that we're getting on what it is that we're creating. But, I try to go in there really and figure out what it is that we can do to help that business, and how can this be a mutually beneficial partnership.
Absolutely. Yeah, big part of the reason why we need to keep growing. You don't grow if you keep catering to the same people all the time, which obviously we love you all. We love you all, and we appreciate you guys always for joining us, but we can only grow this if we bring in and invite new people. And so what you're doing, Alex, of course, and I'm going to say that every single Tuesday, I commend you, and I love you for that, man. I'm going to cry right now. Is that cool?
Yeah, go ahead. You can just put your head on Cole's shoulder.
There you go. Oh, you got that? You got me? All right, cool. So I guess Pechanga update. So we're 60% full right now for tables. We still have some of the tables still available there. Check out the website. You'll see the layout. Pick your spot. Make sure you fill up your profile, so that way everyone can see your credentials. They know where to see you. They know where to communicate with you in case you have cards that you want to sell before the show even happens. So again, something that I shared with Cole is that our website has a 24-hour development process that we are implementing. This has been happening now for the last, I'd say, 4 to 5 weeks now, and putting that into our cost analysis and our budget is constantly getting our website up to par with what the community needs and what we feel can benefit them in providing value. So that's major for us. So if you guys are a vendor, if you have been vendors, if you already have an account, log back in, update your profile. You can even upload your pictures in there or your logo, and we'll go ahead and post that up there for you as well. So anything to kind of help build and gain awareness for our vendors, man. Cole, what do you do for your vendors out there?
We have a similar little portal. Vendors, there's a big spectrum of people who like it old school and people who like the website, but to keep it efficient and easy and transparent for everybody, we try to keep it online and have a portal as well. Wiley's been telling me he has this logistics things on lockdown, so I think it's great, to have that efficiency there in place. So you eliminate kinks and eliminate all the questions if it's if there's a process in place.
So quick question for Cole while we have him. What inspired this for you, Cole? Like, what did the beginning look like? I don't know if you know our beginning. We started kind of in a barber shop. I met Wiley, took some card to submit. What was kind of the journey that you took to get started in the show promoting?
Yeah, so similar humble beginnings, I guess. Back in 2018, April, we had our first monthly show. I was a sophomore in college, so now I'm 2 years out of college. But there was just one other show, and it's still a show that's around. There's in Glendale, Arizona, a North Valley show that was always around. And but for me in Tempe or the Phoenix metropolitan area, it's still like 30-minute drive. So I started looking around. I went to ASU. There was no venues really on ASU, so we found a local church, and we actually found 2 other venues, some like gyms, multi-generational centers, and then we ended up having a show in April, and then we had to have the next one in November, and then they kind of double booked us, so we went away from that, and then in 2019 we started our monthly show at, in Tempe on College Avenue, hence our namesake, Collectables on College, and then April 2021 is when we did our first Arizona State card show, and since then it's kind of got rolling. I always just wanted a table for myself. I didn't have a car, and I wanted a table, and I was kind of like, all right, $50 is a lot, or whatever the cost would have been. So I figured I was literally the excuse to give myself a spot to sell at. So, and did one that I'd have to travel to.
That's awesome.
It's so awesome.
It's 2018, man. So this guy's been going on strong 5 years now, bro.
He has youth on his side, man. It must be nice to feel young again and have that energy of life.
Hey, the energy you guys have, I want to be your age.
Oh, man. We're in bed by 8, bro.
I know. I mean, you're doing it on your own, man. We have an entire team that helps support us, and you're doing all of our jobs. So, like I said, man, I told you this. I'm impressed, bro. Like, super impressed.
You're doing it. You're doing a real awesome job, man. It's very commendable and cool to see just the growth of your show. Just seeing how familiar our vendors were with the show, and just all across the country. You have a lot to be proud of, and we really salute you for that, bro.
I appreciate that, and you guys just the same. I mean, you guys are out there every day, and I think you guys are probably one of the most recognized card shows out there. So keep doing what you're doing, and again, Wiley has a lot in store. I know you guys, Alex, are just as well a part of that, and the whole team. So I'm really excited. I actually just unfortunately scheduling never made it out to the shows, but I get FOMO every time, so we'll definitely be out for maybe one of the Pachinko shows, but definitely the next national show you guys have, and maybe just another monthly show if the weather is hot in Arizona still. Maybe we'll come down at Monarchs again.
You just wanted an excuse to go down to San Diego,
Yeah, and while we're all on here,
right? Summer show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we do.
Summer show.
While we're all on
for
here,
the people in Vegas and Arizona,
I want everybody to know. I want everyone to know in the future for scheduling, we are all conversing. Yeah. We are all talking. We are 100%. All trying to work is the best that we can to make sure we don't overlap shows. There's so many things, as you know, Cole, that go into finding these venues and just being able to get a spot. So I think it's good to see, that we're actively, trying to do that for all, not only vendors, but the attendees, and as well as us too, having some respect for each other's shows. So
I think a lot of people are unaware. I mean, again, we can only do so much at certain times with the constrictions of our state's venues and stuff like that. And there's events on different days and weekends, and we try to do the best we can. I know you guys do too. And again, going forward, you guys are our neighbors, so we're going to be surely in touch working with you guys. And again, we appreciate all the support you guys have given us throughout this time. So
yes, sir. Well, it's perfect. So they got a big show in November. We got ours in October. Obviously you got Burbank happening the month before, so it looks like leading up to the end of this year, everything is kind of spread out perfectly, which is looking good. We got a regional show coming up in July. What are the topics we're supposed to be talking about here, Alex? I don't
even know, dude. I don't even. Yeah, we got the Goldin Netflix special. I had a chance to watch that a little bit. Really great production. You can tell they spent a lot of time. That was for a long time in the making.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way. I'm watching it, and I'm trying not to be a hobby person when I watch the show. I try to think of it like from the outside looking in. They did a great job encapsulating, from Beanie Babies to sports merchandise from the Jackie Robinson jersey, things that people can relate to. It's not all just sports cards. I think that's
I mean, they even had like a what's it called, a Gucci purse or something like that. Someone had a big Gucci collection. Someone had a Britney Spears shirt. So it shows that collectibles we're not crazy, guys. We're not crazy. It's just collectibles everywhere. But the cool thing that I recognized during the show was that when it premiered, I couldn't help but share it with friends and family that always wondered, why are you so into cards, bro? You know what? It's fun, and I'm not the only crazy one out there. Netflix thinks it's crazy too, enough where they even created a show out of it. So throughout the whole weekend, all I could get was DMs or text messages about, hey, what's it called? I have a box of cards. Do you think it's worth anything? So I got at least 5 or 6 of those messages. Just asking about it, so.
I think I get 5 or 6 a week, dude. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news most of the time, but
I know. All right. It's all good.
It's on the top 10 Netflix.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it was.
Was
I
it?
think it was
Oh, shit.
number nine 2 days ago. So hopefully
Yeah,
we
it's
keep on
impressive.
trending to that number one spot and
Yeah.
just get everybody familiar with it. Like again, the stigma around it for so long, I think, was just kind of like, like why you tell that story, like you were kind of collecting in the dark for a while.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for people to get familiar and kind of have a chance to see what it's like on the ground level. So
Yeah, that's definitely the cool thing, to see it on the limelight and see that there's actual interest out there, is awesome. I mean, to make it in the top 10 for Netflix is awesome. And whether if you like Golden or not, I mean, obviously we're fans of theirs. They've sponsored us and they've shown support to our shows. But really, we got to commend them for at least trying. A lot of people don't try, you know what I'm saying? And they're trying to make sure that this hobby, this industry that we're in, continues to grow. And why not put it on the biggest platform? So whether if you think it's awesome or if you think it's corny, support it, because it's really growing our industry. So I personally am a fan. I finished all episodes. My wife my wife watched it with me. The kids were all involved. Like, we literally watched it over the weekend, every single episode. So I'll probably watch it a couple more times here. So it'd be good.
I'm guilty. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man,
I have to. I will.
It's okay. But he's on vacation though. He got here on what, Sunday?
Sunday, right?
Yeah, man. You're not supposed
It just came out. Like, 28.
Yeah. Not supposed to be
I
on
don't want to
Netflix
binge
right
watch
now.
it, right?
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
have something to look forward to.
Dude, you're
No
on
sure.
spoilers,
vacation.
please.
Oh, bro, you're good. You're on vacation right now. Don't even think about Netflix. That's the last thing. Think about the beautiful weather we have here.
Crazy.
This is called an ocean, by the way, Cole. You see
Yeah,
that?
this is why you
That's
come
an
to Del
ocean.
Mar.
That's an ocean right there. Oh yeah. All right. CNC. Are we missing anything? I think we're off here in the next 3 to 5 minutes. So again, we promise you guys our TUM Talk Tuesday.
can we interview that? Can we interview that baby that's been trying to get on the microphone there?
Oh no, yeah. He's trying to get some attention right now.
Always
No,
trying
I
to recruit new kids
appreciate
to the
you guys,
hobby,
man.
right?
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right?
No. Yeah. And of course, anyone need help? I mean, I'm here. I'm sure if you slide in their DMs, they're going to be answering as well too. Guys, this isn't easy. What we're doing isn't easy, and it takes an entire village to be able to create what we're doing right now. So help each other out if you can. One other update. Oh, White Labs, dude. We didn't even talk about that. White Labs was a success. My goodness, the food was delicious. The bar was happy. Everything about White Labs just felt right. Setup was on time. Teardown was on time. We had a great turnout. And most of the vendors, I mean, if not all the vendors, were really happy with how they did. So certain things that we got to work on to make it better for next time, but we're going to address those and make sure that you're there for our next White Labs. We got Wild Barrel in 2 weeks. We got that happening May 13th. So in 2 more weeks, we got Wild Barrel. Book your tables. I think we only have like 3 or 4 tables left. Hop on that as soon as you guys can. Local venues. The dope thing was that last week, I actually reached out. I put it out here. I said, we need venues right now in Temecula, or if you want us to have one near you, to reach out to us. And someone from Paris hit us up. Tony, thank you. So we might be reaching out to them. So if you guys have any other venues that you think we should turn up at, let us know.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Very
Yeah,
good.
White Labs is great.
Next Pachanga show is July 14th to the 15th. Yeah, so that's going to be a fun one. So that's going to be a fun Friday night, Saturday. We're trying to extend Saturday right now. We'll announce that when we're ready. But Saturday is going to be a movie for sure. But yeah, we hope to talk to you guys soon. That's our 20 minutes of fame. Hey, we got Cole over here. Appreciate you, bro.
Take care. Thank you,
you,
Wiley.
guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Hey, great
All right,
talking
Alex.
to you, Cole, and we'll see you soon, guys. Appreciate you.
Take care.
Hey, have fun in Temecula, dude.
I
I'll
will.
see you. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.